You're learning every day. Podcasts, books, AI tools, courses. You understand things. But somehow, your ideas don't turn into leverage. They don't compound. They don't connect. And that's the hidden bottleneck. Not intelligence, not effort, structure. I realize that some of the greatest minds solved this differently. Luhmann built a network of linked notes and turned it into decades of output. Every note was part of a larger web of ideas, making insight almost inevitable. Feynman connected ideas until they became intuitive, constantly rewriting and recombining concepts until the knowledge became part of his thinking itself. They weren't just learning, they were building systems, from note-taking to networked thinking, from collecting to connecting. Because once you fix how you capture and connect ideas, and how you use your time to think, everything starts compounding. It's a simple two-step system that builds your polymath mindset. One part for connecting knowledge, one part for structuring your time. Step 1. Build a thinking network. You need a second brain, not for storage, for connection. A system where every idea links to another idea. That's how knowledge compounds. Simple rule: never write a note that stands alone. Always connect it. New idea arrow link it to something you already know. Connecting ideas fuels intelligence. In How to Take Smart Notes by Sunka Ahrens, he explains how linking small notes creates a network that grows organically and fuels creativity. One practical takeaway: every note should answer, how does this relate to something I already know? Even tiny connections compound over time. I use Obsidian because it lets me think in networks. But the tool is not the magic. The system is. I used to consume a lot. Everything felt useful, but nothing connected. Then I started linking notes. Ideas came back. Connections formed. Creating became easier. I wasn't thinking alone anymore. My system was thinking with me. Step 2. Create space for connection. Before you dive into deep work, you need a structure for your day. That's where time blocking comes in. Time blocking is simple. You divide your day into dedicated chunks of time for specific tasks. No multitasking, no distractions. Just one focus per block. This isn't new. Some of the most productive minds in history relied on it. Benjamin Franklin mapped his entire day hour by hour, assigning time for work, reflection, and even leisure. Modern leaders like Bill Gates still use time blocking to protect focus and prioritize the most impactful work. The principle is clear. Your brain works best when it knows exactly what to do and when. You don't need fancy tools. Even a simple Google Calendar, free and flexible, lets you schedule blocks for focus, meetings, or creative thinking. Later, these blocks can guide your deep work sessions and deliberate defocus. Once your blocks are set, you can dedicate 90 to 120 minutes to deep work. No distractions. One clear outcome. Focus builds substance. This is where I generate raw ideas, where I wrestle with difficult problems, where I synthesize insights across domains. During these sessions, I capture insights directly into my second brain, linking them to existing notes immediately. This transforms scattered input into structured knowledge, ready to compound. After intense focus, I step away. 15 to 20 minutes of deliberate defocus. No input, no stimulation, just space. This is often the most underestimated part of the system. During these moments, the brain reorganizes internally. Connections between notes that felt invisible start surfacing. Insights arise naturally. You'll notice ideas merging without forcing them. Even small breaks, walking, looking out a window, or doing a mundane task can produce new linkages in your thought network. Over time, these sessions of focus and space train your mind to automatically connect dots across domains. Here's the loop. Deep work to capture, to deliberate defocus, to connect. Focus builds substance. Space builds insight. Connections build intelligence. AI gives you speed. It can summarize, generate drafts, and search information instantly. But without structure, it just adds noise. With a second brain, AI feeds your system. Your system turns it into insight, creativity, and actionable knowledge. Over time, your interests stop competing. They start connecting. technology plus psychology, creativity plus business, AI plus learning. This is polymathy. Not doing more, but connecting more. Leonardo da Vinci connected art, science, and engineering in one thinking system. He weaved observations from anatomy into painting and mechanical design. That level of integration made his thinking ahead of his time. When each domain reinforces another, ideas compound faster than you could ever consume them. Your network becomes not just a repository, but a thinking partner. You don't need more information, you need connection. Build your second brain, protect your focus, create space to think. Link everything. That's how knowledge compounds. That's how you move ahead. That's how you stop starting from zero every single day.